What up, y'all? Happy Sunday. This is our Wow Post Show, and we're going to check and see if the Tonga Twins made the win. Coming up next on WWT Women's Wrestling Talk.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
What up, y'all? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome to our Wow Post Show. We kidnapped Tiki, which the title a little off, but if you watch it, you'll understand. If you don't, you're gonna catch it all up with us. I'm not alone. Christina's in the building. How are you doing, Christina?
Hello, doing good. Are we logging at all? Are we good?
Yes. Yeah. I guess it's cold there because you're wearing the Scully.
Okay, cool. It's really cold. I'm cold. I'm freezing.
But let's get into it. So we have our very first match, which was Las Bandidas. Is the trios tournament match. Las Bandidas first is Sugar and Spice and Keta Rush. What did you think of this match?
I thought it was a really good match. I really good Bandidas and also La Tormenta. It sounds like a trio's name. Did you catch the trio's name?
Is it Latino Clan? They said it. They were saying it so fast.
I know. They said El Clan Latino.
El Clan Latino. Okay.
What I'm saying. Yeah. I'm here for it. Mighty Might's coming back. They said they can't get them down. They're gonna find another way to come in. So South Keta Rush with the Mighty trio. Actually, I like Keta Rush with Mighty Mights. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I thought it was a good match between them. So I feel like Las Bandidas with Tormenta is actually a really good trios. Like, I don't know. I think they'd be a better trios than a tag team. So I hope they actually keep that trio. As far as the Mighty Mites with Keta Rush, that's a good trio. It was actually a really fast-paced match. A lot of like flips and turns and DDTs and all the things. A lot of flying off the third rope. So in general, it was a really, really great match between both teams. So I'm actually feeling both teams as a trios. I think personally, because Keta Rush has been in the WoW game for so long, I feel she definitely deserves a title picture eventually. So I don't want her to get lost in the trios side of things and then not, have the opportunity to be WoW champion. But at the moment, WoW champion is, doing other things. So on the whole, that was a really, really good match. I think right now they are.
I was really impressed by Mighty Mites.
Yeah, they were really, really good. So as you could tell, the Las Bandidos won, and so it looks like we have 2 more matches before we determine who the trios championship is. So it's Team Spirit and Brat Pack. They're going against each other, I guess, in the next coming weeks.
Yes.
And then
Who are we at? Let's see.
Yeah, XL and El Clan Latino.
El Clan Latino and Exile.
So out of those 4 teams,
Spirit and Brat Pack. Okay.
Out of those 4 teams, who do you think is gonna come out the champion?
It's a tough one. I am going for. It's a good teams, and all matches are really good. But I'm Latino. I kind of really like seeing Las Bandidas winning.
Okay. Yeah, I do too. Out of ironically, out of those 4 teams, El Clan Latino is the only one that doesn't have any kind of drama. So Team Spirit, and we could talk about it a little bit now. There's a little bit of drama with Coach Campanelli, and the other girls brought in another. I think it was Kayla. What was her name? Sparks. Sasha Sparks. So they brought in Sasha Sparks. Coach Campanelli wasn't too happy about it. And then she also gave Gloria Glitter some advice, which leads me to believe that something's going to be happening with Team Spirit. they might have a whole like breakdown. The Brat Pack, actually, they're actually pretty solid, but I don't know. Jade Boogie is gonna be, if because she's so new. I don't know if she'll be able to like carry the weight of the trios team. And then, obviously Exile, they look like they just on their last leg. So if I had to pick, now that I kind of said both of them, it would be like the Pack versus because those two seem like the most solid thus far. They're not gonna implode.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with that being said, El Planetina or Latino comes out with the W. And then that leads us to Sophia Lopez, also saying that she's been with WoW for 12 years. So another, I think it's like Sophia, like I said, Keta Rush, Samantha Smart, they've all been with WoW over 10 plus years. So shout out to them for sure. And so that leads us to match number 2, which is going to be Gloria Glitter and Rebel Haze. So Rebel Haze and Fury, they look like they're actually getting a little bit of partnership. Fury stopped her, gave her a guitar pick. Rebel thought it was going to be some type of weapon of sorts, but she goes out there and has a match with Gloria. Gloria Glitter. So what did you think of this match?
She was like, yeah, that was funny. It's not a weapon, it's like a good luck charm. She was already trying to like, how should I? So that was really funny. I liked it. I always like watching cardio master of steps, as they call her. Her, I think Gloria me with how her stamina in the ring, firing on all cylinders throughout the whole match. There was a couple times where I was like, this can go either way. And then towards the end, actually, it was when Gloria, she got a little pre-excited, but took it from her with like a simple roll-up, and pretty shocking.
Yeah.
Were you shocked like that?
Yeah, I actually had Gloria for the win, but I guess essentially kind of going back what Coach told or said, as far as, you're celebrating before you actually got the win. So, I mean, we saw that happen in real time. And then she had the conversation with Coach. So I think she was getting a little too high on herself because she's had several wins up until this point. So I guess she just thought that's just how it's going to be. And it's like, yeah, nah, that's not the case.
Yeah. She was really receptive to Coach's feedback. Didn't get upset or anything. So maybe, I don't know, maybe she joins the Coach's group. I don't know.
I definitely
world with Sasha Sparks. I don't know if that was just me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think she's kind of I think the word right now is the industry plant. Like it feels like Sasha was just there for a moment, but she's not going to wrestle. It doesn't seem like Sasha's wrestling anytime soon. So yeah, I feel like maybe Gloria might turn a new leaf. She might do something different. She might ask Coach to partner together. So yeah, you never know. It seems like it's kind of almost like Coach told the team, gave them a message, and they kind of didn't get the message and did something totally different. So there might be something different along the way with that.
I know, it seemed like the team. It seemed like the team was like very proud of themselves, and the coach. What?
Yeah.
And then it seemed like some wires were.
Yeah, it didn't seem that they were like they were listening at all. I
think Samantha Smart came out. Yeah.
Samantha Smart came out, and this is really interesting.
Came out with a little announcement.
Yeah, this is really interesting. Actually, before Samantha Smart came out, David was talking about how there's so many people from Indiana, which was, a little interesting because I actually know a few people from Indiana. So I guess there's a lot of staff on WoW that are from Indiana. They didn't plan it. So there's that. But Samantha Smart came out, and she decided that amongst her team that she's going to have a leader of a pack match. And then Samantha then joins the WoW table. And so, fun fact for you guys who kind of just started watching WoW, Samantha apparently, well, she was for sure in real life, was David's assistant. So, and she also used to wrestle at one point, which I had never seen her do. So that's been kind of like a long time coming with that. But Samantha wanted to determine who, and it's kind of funny though with the leader of the pack thing, because it's like, aren't you the leader of the pack? Like, because you're the one who runs everything.
So would this be like the lead command?
So
leader of the pack, and then she's like, I don't know.
I guess the head of the table, WoW style. So it's G.I. Jane, Classmaster. So it's G.I. Jane, Classmaster, and Disciplinarian, and they're going essentially within their team to determine who the head of the pack is. And before we tell everybody who the winner is, who did you think was going to win?
With this one, I was kind of, before anything happened in my heart, G.I. Jane, just because she keeps not nowhere, but she keeps like coming out with like, it seems like not like the most, but she keeps dominating in the other matches that she was in. So I was like, maybe this is gonna, sure. But then the disciplinarian go after G.I. Jane first, so I thought maybe the way, and then it's gonna be against Disciplinarian and Classmaster. I don't know, who are you feeling?
I actually thought Disciplinarian was gonna win because her and Samantha Smart and Disciplinarian have been like, they've gone way back, so they've been together as a, I guess, team for years before Classmaster and G.I. Jane came along. So I thought it was gonna be Disciplinarian, and I just feel like G.I. Jane might have, like, I feel like G.I. Jane would have just went off on her own. She's done all these amazing things, and you know, I thought that, you know, okay, Samantha's not giving her the attention she needs or the representation that she needs to kind of get into these positions, so she just best off doing it on her own. That's what I thought was going to happen. So I'm actually surprised that she did take the W, but Classmaster and Disciplinarian then attack her, which leads me to believe that she, like, I mean, who wants to be in a place where they don't want, like, they're not being treated fairly? So it leads me to believe that maybe
tolerated.
She will. Yeah, and Samantha did tolerate it, so it's just kind of like, okay, how is this all going to play out?
So yeah, G.I. Jane took the win, like you said.
She took the win for that.
I think we're lagged a little bit, so I'm like,
yeah, no,
I hear your voice after. Apologies.
No worries, y'all. It's the rain in Los Angeles, so we're just working with it. So we move on to the next match. The last match, which was actually, before we even do that, they made a lot of announcements for next week's match. So obviously tonight we have the main event, which is going to be the Tonga Twins versus Reina Del Rey and Wrecking Ball, the last call. But they also announced quite a few matches for next week. So we have Miami Sweet Heat versus Mother Truckers. So that's happening. And then Princess Aussie versus Abilene Maverick. So those are the two matches that are happening next week, which is going to be huge on both accounts. But that leads us to tonight's match, which is Tonga Twins versus The Last Call. And with that being said, what did you think of this match?
Yes. Versus The Last Call. I was really excited for this one. I'm a big fan of the Tonga Twins. The Last Call are there was a while it was going back and forth. There was a lot of leg drops, a lot of really strong from both sides. So I was like, this is a pretty solid. But towards the end, I was noticing down just a little bit, and Kona and Chaos was not slowing down. They pretty much stayed on all cylinders the whole match. And what actually took it was a leg drop, a really powerful to the chest, waiting for the Twins. So I was pretty. It was a really solid match. Both teams are really good.
Are you breaking up a little bit?
Okay. Okay.
Still breaking up a bit.
Breaking up. Oh man.
But yeah, it was a great match between the Tonga Twins and Last Call. I think at the beginning of the show, Last Call was kind of calling their shots. Tonga Twins came in and essentially ran Last Call out of the ring, which leads me to believe that Last Call kind of is low-key afraid of them. So that kind of brings us to the end of the show where we have Last Call versus the Tonga Twins. For you guys who haven't been keeping up, we got a chance to interview the Tonga Twins. Great, amazing story. There is some connection as far as between them and the Samoan dynasty. The Rock's mom was the one who told them that they should get into wrestling. They trained at Rikishi's school. They were also homeless, and they lived in the car for a hot minute too. So they have a lot of different. They have a lot of great stories leading up to this, which makes all the reason for them to really fight to maintain this championship. So with that being said, Tonga Twins do come out with the win. And also, what do you think is going to happen for them now? Because unfortunately, you can't be champs forever. So out of the tag teams for WoW, who do you think is actually going to take that belt from them?
Honestly, that's a hard. There's a lot of good tag teams that I really like. Last Call took it, honestly, to be honest. I really like Wrecking Ball. So I wouldn't be mad if it went to Long Beach Natives from the Last Call.
I have Mother Truckers. I think, and I asked the Tonga Twins about each tag team. Okay. And I think out of all the tag teams, the Mother Truckers were the ones where they're like, we're cool with them. They're cool peoples. What up, Terrence? Thanks for joining us. So they're cool people. So I think the Mother Truckers might eventually get those belts. I think they're deserving of it. They were close to, and that's also, like we said, the match is going to be happening next week. So we Mother Truckers versus Sweet Heat. They were actually close to having the match with the Tonga Twins as far as qualifying in that final four-way. But Miami Sweet Heat and the whole crew kind of messed up. And then David kicked them both out, which was weird because how did the Last Call make it? Because technically the Miami Sweet Heats were the ones who pinned the Mother Truckers. So if he kicked the Miami Sweet Heat out, then it should be the Mother Truckers who are vying for the championship. But, I'm not David, so maybe there is something to it, I guess.
Yeah.
So with that being said, that rounds out all four of our matches for our WoW show. Let us know in the chat as far as who you think is going to take that tag team championship. And then also for next week's match, we have Princess Aussie and Abilene Maverick. Abilene Maverick is the current WoW champ. Who do you think is going to win that match?
I am excited for that match.
Yeah. Who do you got for this match?
I'm going. I feel like Abilene Maverick is a little longer, honestly. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Abilene is going to pull it out with some shenanigans. Again, she's been in the WoW stable for quite
always
some time.
The shenanigans.
Always the shenanigans. She's been in the Lion stable for quite some time, so I think somebody from that stable might assist her, or she'll figure out a way how to. But yeah, I definitely got her, unfortunately, because I think Princess Aussie should have been a champion for a little bit longer. But who are we? We just discussed WoW stuff.
Spectators.
With that being said, make sure you guys check us out every week for our WoW post show. And Christina, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on IG at CHRzate and at CH_Arzate. All family friendly.
Family friendly content. You can follow me everywhere at TK Trader. Make sure you check out our interview with the Tonga Twins. That's up on YouTube and all our audio platforms. Also check out our website at www.talkpod. Check out all our social media. We have a lot of stuff hitting for Black History Month. And also you can check out our merch.
Hey, yo, you. Yeah, you that's watching this. You sitting on the couch staring at the screen not knowing what you want to do like this is an online college. Are you tired of wearing shirts that make you look like an extra stuck in catering? Do you want to step your wrestling swag game up to the next level? Then Women's Wrestling Talk has got you covered. Like literally. Are you for life in pink or black and white? Or maybe you're the EST and people need to respect you accordingly. Want to put some pride in your stride and show off the muscle in your hustle? Then make sure you check out the WWT store. Not now, but right now. Alright? What you waiting for? Head to www.talkpodstore.com and don't make me fight you. Shit.
With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Till next time, guys. Ciao.
Hey, y'all. It's Kona.
And I'm Chaos. And you're watching
Women's Wrestling Talk.